Neil, Magny, you've been here for some days now. How does it feel to be in enemy territory again, to fight here in Ponzinibbio here in Buenos Aires?
It feels awesome. I don't feel like I'm in hostile territory at all. I mean, even this morning when I walked out here on stage for the face-off, the first chant I hear in the crowd is Magny. So like that's the kind of thing that pumps me up for fight night. I mean, I know I'm supposed to be in hostile territory, as you call it, but the fans here really appreciate my fighting style, really appreciate me as a fighter, and I think that's going to show on Saturday night.
So it looks like you brought someone to scream your name in the face-off, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's something I didn't expect at all. I mean, I was expecting the boo from the back of the round or something like that, and the only chant I heard from the crowd was my name. So that right there pumps me up for Saturday night.
Your only main event in the UFC was against Kelvin Gastelum in Mexico, and now you're fighting again now in South America against an Argentine. Is it something better for you to get more excited to know that everyone in the arena is rooting for you to lose? Does that give you an extra motivation, something that maybe work harder to get the win? Or does it affect at all?
At the end of the day, I left home on that plane ready to come out here and work hard. If I'm getting booed from the crowd, that's something to pump me up even more to go out there and get the job done. The fight that's against Kelvin Gastelum, that was 5 rounds, and I did that on 2 weeks' notice. And here I am fighting Santiago with a full camp, and I'm excited to go out there and put on a great show for the fans. I know they're going to appreciate it, and I can't wait to give them the show they deserve being down here in Argentina.
Do you think this fight is going to last 5 rounds, or you expect yourself to finish him early?
No, not the last 5 rounds at all. I'm never going to break him within the 5 rounds. Whether it's the second or third round, I'm going to break Santiago Ponzinibbio, and I'm going to walk out there victorious for sure.
He's on a good run in the UFC now. What in his game makes you that confident that you're going to finish him in the second or third round?
I just know that he's a skilled opponent. I know he's on a 6-5 win streak. I know he's a very good striker. I know he has some very good power. I know he's explosive. That's the kind of thing that excites me. That's the kind of thing that forces me to bring my A game. I know fighting a guy that's as dangerous as him is going to force me to level up and bring out the best in me. So that's what I'm excited for. That's what motivates me throughout training, motivates me on the whole flight down here. And I can't wait to Saturday night to go out there and execute at this point.
Do you have any specific scenario in your head that keeps playing in your head of how you're going to finish him, or just you know that you're going to stop him?
At the end of the day, it's up to him. My goal is to go out there, meet him in the center of the octagon, put on a relentless pace against him, and just force him to submit. Whether that means he goes out from a punch or where he goes down, lets me just put into some kind of submission, he's going to submit by the end of the night. He's going to quit. I'm going to break him.
The original plan was you fighting Alex Oliveira in Brazil. Which changes do you have to do in your training camp and the strategy at all, going from Oliveira to now fighting Ponzinibbio?
Not much at all. At the end of the day, like the way I fight is the way I fight. Like I don't change much going opponent to opponent. I mean, I'm confident in my wrestling, confident in my jiu-jitsu, confident in my striking. So no matter who the UFC calls me to fight against, my game plan sort of doesn't change no matter who I'm fighting. It's about going out there and executing.
I heard that you even asked the UFC to do both fights, but they were really into that.
Yeah, absolutely. When the idea came up, and I was like, hey, come on, guys. Like, there's 7 weeks in between. I can do both fights. And the UFC like, nah, we need you to focus on the main event, not have you risk everything 7 days prior. So I was like, all right, that's what you guys want. I'll do the main event, and I'll go out there and get it done.
You had 2 great years in 2014-15 that you were fighting 5 times a year. It would be like a throwback for you to keep fighting if you were to fight Oliveira and Ponzinibbio. Is that something you miss, being able to fight more often?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year, because of injury, I was forced to be sitting on the sidelines for 9 months last year, dealing with a pretty significant injury. And even as soon as I got cleared from the doctor, I walked out of the office and I called the UFC right away, like, hey, I'm leaving the doctor's office, I'm cleared, I'm ready to fight. And within a week, I had a fight booked and I was ready to go. It didn't go my way. Maybe I took it a little too soon, but whatever. I was grateful for the opportunity, and that's what I enjoy. If I can fight 5 times in a year, thank you. I'm greatly appreciated for that, and I love that opportunity. If it's only 3 times in a year, I'll make the best of it. But at the end of the day, fighting is what I love. I know the day's going to come where I can't do it anymore. Right now that I'm healthy and I'm able to do it, let me do it as often as possible.
Winning this fight is going to be a 3rd in a row for you, including a win of Carlos Condit, the former champion. What do you think a win Saturday means for you in terms of getting a title contention? Ponzinibbio is asked for a long time for a shot at the title. Do you think that beating him puts him in a position to maybe challenge for the belt, or maybe one win away from it?
Yeah, I mean, this was a couple wins away from title for the belt. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't know the specifics. There's no math formula. Like, if you beat A plus B, then you get the C, which is the champion. Like, there's no formula for that. Like, at the end of the day, I know it comes down to how you fight and how the UFC and the fans perceive your fight. So I'm going to go out there, I'm going to be excited, I'm going to get the job done, and I'm going to see what comes next.
the title picture isn't really clear right now. We have Woodley as a champion. Colby Covington, we don't know if he's still the interim champion, if he's not the interim champion. Do you think maybe a good finish, a big finish Saturday, maybe you can leapfrog all of them and fight Woodley straight away?
I'm ready to jump in the mix. I mean, whatever happens after this win on Saturday night, I'm ready to jump in the mix. Like, if it means fighting Tyron Woodley, fighting whoever, I'm ready for it. At the end of the day, like, the main job I have right now is go out there and just beat the crap out of Santiago Ponzinibbio, and I know good things come after that.